Let me know if you're able to see and hear me okay. So Donald Trump is now telling Judge Juan Merchan to have him jailed and prove his corruption. So the former president, Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump, let's make it clear, right? He went on a recent tirade on Truth Social. He just pretty much went off where he's calling out this judge, this wild, I don't know if I want to call him far left. I'm going to let him prove himself so far. But anyway, so the former president, Donald Trump, he went on a tirade on Truth Social where effectively he's calling out the judge in his hush money case. He's also likened himself to Nelson Mandela. And as you guys may know, Nelson Mandela, he believed in democracy and a free society. And he was put in jail because he made a decision to stand up against his government. And so this means that Donald Trump is basically telling us that he's not going up against President Joe Biden. No, this is Donald Trump against the state, and imprisoning him would further prove his point. Now, critics argue that this is just a bluff. Donald Trump's not really going to do this. Meanwhile, the former president has distinctly said that he is willing to go to jail for the United States of America. And after this particular judge gagged him for, basically posting and communicating his side of the equation on social media, on Truth Social, the judge decides to gag him because they want to keep him quiet. Meanwhile, the judge's daughter allegedly posted a picture of Donald Trump on, I don't know if it was Instagram or if it was Twitter or whatnot, basically Donald Trump in jail. And he spoke out about it. And the judge decides to gag him. Now, what I'm about to share with you guys, it's probably going to piss you off, but you need to hear this, guys. Now, of course, what I am shocked to see is how quickly Donald Trump has decided to sue the judge. We're going to get into all this in just a minute, guys. If you guys haven't already, do your boy a favor, hit the like button for the video. I totally appreciate you guys. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and make sure that notification bell's turned on. There's a join button down below if you want to become a member and support the channel. I totally appreciate you guys. Trey Acosta, thank you so much, my friend, for the huge $10 super chat. What's up, Ron? Memphis, Tennessee, Trump for life. What's good, brother? I hope you guys are doing well. Catalia, I got her in here early this afternoon. I normally see you late in the evening. I feel like maybe you don't sleep as just like me. I don't really sleep that much. I feel like I'm always up. Anyway, Nikki Juice Bar. Now, let me go ahead and drop this on you guys. I want you to listen very carefully to what's being said here, because this is a clear bias, and it's just wild how one-sided this is. They can take jabs at Trump, but Trump is basically supposed to just keep his mouth shut.
Welcome back. With precisely 1 week to go before his first criminal trial is set to begin, Donald Trump is once again comparing himself to Nelson Mandela. In a 3-page rant on social media over the weekend, Trump railed against a judge overseeing the hush money trial for imposing a gag order on him last month. Trump wrote this: "If this partisan hack wants me to put me in the clink for speaking the open and obvious truth, I will gladly become a modern-day Nelson Mandela." That gag order was imposed after Trump repeatedly attacked the judge's daughter, despite being warned not to do so. Also, those close to Trump say he's actually terrified at the idea of spending time in jail, and contrary to what he posted on Truth Social. Joining us now, Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist.
Well, first of all, I mean, like, who wouldn't be a little bit concerned about spending any kind of time in jail, right? Number one. Number two, I think it's rather interesting how this is MSNBC, by the way. And, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are thrilled to hear from MSNBC, right? But I just think it's really interesting how, they just completely gloss over the fact of what led Donald Trump to do what he did. It's like, look, your daughter's social media page allegedly posted a picture of me in jail. What am I supposed to do about that? You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Donald Trump's not supposed to say anything, I guess, right? Well, he's really legally not supposed to say anything now because the judge, New York City judge Juan Merchan, decided to slap a gag order on him. So it's like, man, like what's going on with all of these, these DAs and attorney generals and judges, man. I mean, you got Letitia James going crazy on him. You got Judge Arthur Anger on his wild judgments that no one supports. You got Fannie Willis in the Georgia Fulton election interference case. I mean, what's going on? So now Donald Trump alleges that Judge Merchan has basically taken away his First Amendment right, something that many experts agree with, because others have criticized and they've accused Trump of crimes on social media. But the minute that he decides to show them proof of how biased they are, now they, basically they want to give Trump a gag order. So you see the hypocrisy here, right? You see the corruption. This is literally using lawfare as a weapon. This is using the legal system as a weapon. And this is on public display, guys. Let me know if you guys are seeing this. Just let me know if this is lawfare at its finest in the comment section. Just type in lawfare if you think that this is literally being used as a weapon against Trump right now. So this has the former President Donald Trump asking how many corrupt, biased, and crooked Joe Biden prosecution agency New York City judges does he have to endure? Because that's what many analysts are seeing here, that the odds have been stacked against the former president as he's mostly going up against Democratic judges and far leftists. The woke mob is after him. And Donald Trump is also very irate over the whole gag order situation that the judge has placed on him. But let's not forget that Judge Merchan's daughter has openly mocked Donald Trump on social media, or at least allegedly. So she says it's not her account anymore, but she admitted that the handle was used, that the handle that was used was hers. So I guess some hacker was creative enough to find her old account, hack it, and then use her account to post a single picture of Donald Trump. That seems like a lot of work for a hacker to do. So was this an inside job? Did the judge's daughter really do this and then try to say that, oh, this account wasn't hers? Please let me know what you guys think on that in the comment section down below. Now, this has a lot of critics of the Merchan family wondering why they're being allowed to lie to people. I see Patty Williams in the comments saying that this is lawfare. What's going on, Oteza? Let's see. Patricia Street says this is warfare. This is lawfare. Oh no, this is warfare, according to Patricia. So yeah, Stephen Goad or Good says lawfare. Coy Girl says lawfare. So yeah, this has a lot of critics of the Merchan family wondering why are they being allowed to lie to these people, right? Because if you haven't seen it, there's an X account that belongs to Judge Merchan's daughter, and they posted this account posted, because I don't want to say it's her because she's saying it's not her. So let's go with that, right? So Judge Merchan's daughter, her account posted a photo of Trump behind bars. And DL Fly Girl just hit me up with a huge $19.99 super chat. The love is in the live here today. I really appreciate you guys. And we just getting started here. This is a glorious Tuesday afternoon. And we're about to get into this thing here. All right. So let's go ahead and further peel back this onion. But again, thank you so much to Fly Girl. Thank you for all of you guys in here. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for the likes on the video. Thank you for subscribing. All right. So now, if you haven't seen it, there's an X account that belongs to allegedly the Judge Merchan's daughter posted a photo of Donald Trump behind bars, right? Then suddenly Gus goes ahead and backtracks afterwards, basically saying that she's already deleted this account before. Okay. Yeah. So someone just reactivated your account without your permission and used it to post a picture against the political rival of everyone that you've pretty much ever done business for. What are the odds of that? So Judge Juan Merchan then expanded the gag order on Donald Trump, even though basically all he was doing was laying down the facts. And, it's also a fact that his daughter worked with the likes of Vice President Kamala Harris. Okay. maybe that's just a one-off. But then again, she worked with President Joe Biden. Okay, well, we're starting to see a pattern here, no? She's even received millions of dollars through her firm that has been provided, or she's allegedly received millions of dollars through her firm that has been providing help to Representative Adam Schiff. Now, her firm, Authentic Campaigns, has also raised at least $93 million in campaign donations for at least 2 Democratic clients. And this is one of the biggest reasons as to why Donald Trump criticized her, because her dad is presiding over the case. And, we can see how this would create a biased opinion of the judge who's presiding over the case. This is an issue. How do you get a legit trial and a legit ruling from a judge who has a very high likelihood of being biased? Now, because she threw shots at him, this is why he responded, right? Or she allegedly did, because apparently, according to her, this is not her account. She closed it already, right? Wink, wink. Anyway, so, and it's also very clear that she's making some money through her work with top Democrats. Now, I'm all for this. I mean, heck, she's clearly an entrepreneur. She's got a business. She's doing well. I mean, you would think that her and, Donald Trump would see eye to eye. They're both entrepreneurs. They're both business owners. They're trying to clearly boost their net worth. Nothing wrong with that. Every business has employees for the most part, right? So inevitably, they would both be helping provide jobs, boost the economy, yada, yada, yada. Well, they don't see eye to eye, apparently, right? So politicians like, the top Democrats that she's worked with, they don't necessarily think the world of former President Donald Trump. Let's just say that, right? And so this is generally why Donald Trump feels as if he can liken himself to Nelson Mandela, because he's going up against the machine at this point. Do you guys agree? Is Donald Trump going up against the system right now? I mean, let me know, guys. Now, he also argues that Judge Marchand he's afraid of the truth, and that this is why he has issued this gag order on Donald Trump. All right. He's scared. He's afraid of the truth. And we need to keep this thing one-sided. You need to hear our story only. You don't need to hear from Donald Trump. And this is why it is believed that Juan Merchan put the gag order on Trump. Now, you would think, if anything, I think it would be more respectable if the daughter said, hey, this is, even if it wasn't the daughter, if it was the judge and he was like, hey, that was my daughter's account. She was in the wrong. I already spoke to her about that. This ain't going to happen again. Just admit it if that's the case, right? But once the truth comes out, everything pretty much hits the fan. Much like how everyone is now informed that the judge who's deciding on his hush money case has a daughter who's making money off of criticizing the former president. Now, this has some people arguing that this is a clear sign of bias. But still, Judge Marchand, he basically says that talking about his daughter is off limits. And I'm with him on that. I'm with the judge on that. Don't talk about my daughter, man. Don't talk about my daughter. Keep like Will Smith. Keep my daughter's name out your MF mouth, right? So I get that, right? But look at it from another perspective. Trump didn't just randomly attack his daughter. He attacked who attacked him. So I'm gonna let y'all, weigh in on that one in the comments. Should Trump have the ability to respond to people who are attacking him, or should he just keep getting, figuratively punched in the face and not hit back? Let me know, y'all. So if Trump talks about his daughter again, then he'd probably be jailed. Think about it. The judge put the gag order on Trump. So, and that's what Trump is actually looking forward to, according to him. He said this specifically. He doesn't mind being Nelson Mandela because he's going to do it for a good reason. The reason is that Donald Trump feels as if his duty is to save the country from what he refers to as fascists. So we need saving from fascists, according to Donald Trump. He even called it a great honor if he's ever incarcerated. Now, here's what you have to notice here about Trump. This is him trying to get his name out to even more people. I mean, because think about it like this, right? Can you imagine the media coverage of a former president who's thrown in jail for citing facts, for going up against a gag order that many believe to be issued by a biased New York City judge. The media would go off on that. I mean, we talked about this massive fundraising event that Donald Trump and President Biden had recently and how much money they raised. And, you know, granted, Biden's total campaign budget is bigger than Trump's right now. But just think about how much free press, how much free media coverage Donald Trump would get if this were to happen. The amount of money that Biden collected wouldn't even matter. I mean, the media would be handling it for free. And it doesn't matter which side of the fence they're on. They will be forced to cover the story as, you know, pretty much every other news outlet would be doing the exact same thing. And this is why experts are arguing that if Merchan does this, he's basically he's ensuring that Donald Trump becomes the next president, period, point blank. Because he's already been warned by a recent judge that jail time is waiting on him if he violates this gag order. Now, Ladoris Cordell, she used to work at the California Supreme Court. She said that Merchan has to make an example out of Trump. So basically, Trump's just being used as an example here. So she goes ahead and says that during her time on the bench, actions like what Trump did with the criticism of Merchan's daughter would have severe consequences. Never mind if they're legitimate actions, they would still have consequences. One of which would be jail time. However, some experts believe that Merchan wouldn't be that hasty with this decision. He'd be a little bit more calculated. So it is possible that we just end up seeing a huge fine getting slapped on Donald Trump for his recent tirade on social media, Truth Social. But here is something new. So former President Donald Trump is now suing Judge Juan Merchan. And he's suing him for the gag order that he placed on Donald Trump. Now, this is being seen as a long shot, with some people saying that this is just to further delay the case, whatever the case may be. Either that or Donald Trump's trying to get Merchan over the edge so that he does send him to jail. So I don't know. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on Donald Trump suing the judge. But although Merchan isn't the only one who's being baited into this thing, right? So you guys remember last year, Judge Arthur Engoron, the guy who presided over Letitia James' case. So last year, Judge Arthur Engoron warned Donald Trump with jail time for violating a very similar order in the civil fraud case. But instead, the Judge Engoron ended up choosing to hit him with a $10,000 fine instead of the jail time. And while President Biden hasn't commented on, as much on Trump's legal proceedings, I think Biden's just kind of like in the corner, just kind of like rubbing his hands together like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. The plan is working, He's been quiet about Trump's legal proceedings, right? But somebody from Biden's campaign did talk about it. So Jasmine Harris, who serves as Biden's campaign spokesperson, said that Trump is incredibly self-centered and is appalled that the former president would even compare himself to Nelson Mandela. But what do you guys think about this? Is Donald Trump making some sense here? Is he just getting targeted by the political mob, this woke mob agenda, these angry libbies? I mean, or does he have a point? Is he really the specific targeted political opponent as he says? So let me know what y'all think on that one. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. We got Mike Mysterio in the comments. Let's see. Mike Mysterio says Trump would be wise to say as little as possible and have an outside source leaking the information. That wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to do. I mean, that sounds pretty much like what they're doing. Use the same strategy against them. Let's see here. Let's see. Sue Hayes says he needs to sue. How many of you guys think that Donald Trump should sue? If you think Donald Trump should sue, just type in Donald Trump should sue in the comment section. Let's see. Who we got up in here? Michelle Jones. We got Tuxedo Pitbulls in the house. Wisconsin in the house. Cheryl Crago says Trump got this. Let's see. American Constellation says communists put their opponent in jail. Wow, do we live in a commie society now? I mean, like, is this the direction? Is this really the direction that America's headed? Are we headed into, you know, a communistic a communist society and new world order going into 2024? I mean, like, I certainly hope not. I hope not. So anyway, yeah. So John Gardner says that my feed is being buffered. Man, I hope my internet's not going down again. We had some rain out here today, and I didn't get thunder, but there was definitely some rain going on. So hopefully I don't lose my connection because, you know, I'm not quite done yet. Tara McKnight, thank you so much for the huge $10 super chat. Oh my God, I just can't thank you guys enough. You guys are absolutely amazing to me. And I'm gonna keep bringing you guys the news here. But Tara McKnight says, thanks, Ron, for all of your hard work. I'm to where I just come for you for all of my news. Thanks again. Hey, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. And where are you guys all watching from today? Are like you can list your state if you from today. You can list your state if you want to, but I'm curious. Are you guys watching from home? Are you watching from work? Are you in the car? Like, where are you guys actually at watching the show? I'm just curious, like where people actually watch the show from. Just random thought that I've been meaning to ask, but I never get around to asking. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Let's see. So Maria Combs says from Florida. Gail Strong says from home. Jared Mahan says work. Oh man, the comments are flying in. Michelle Jones is at home. Sebastian Harville says home. Man, there's a lot of, how many of you guys are working from home? Because I see a lot of you guys working from home. I'm just curious, how many of you guys work from home? Let's see. Diana's in Alabama. Hirsch Mijentes says home. Mike Tripp's on the ranch. Carol P. Lewis, Homestead, Florida, at home. Awesome, guys. Tuxedo Pitbull says home/work. Okay, so Tuxedo works from home. Larry Davis, a lot of y'all at home. We got California at home. Whoa, no one's at work. I love it. I love it. Then we got Dixieland, Debbie Collins. What's going on? Retired. Congratulations, Dixieland. Oh man, got a lot of retired folks in here. We got, oh man, I'm trying to keep up with you guys. Kathy Block is retired. Christopher Triplett is retired. Bobby Bird's retired. Burke Winkler retired. Man, Robert Greer is driving. Please be careful, Robert, if you're driving. I hope you're just listening. Don't watch me. Just let the video play in the background. Just listen. All right, guys. I got more videos to share with you guys later today. I can't wait to get back on here. Hope you guys are well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one.